Hey guys, my name is Sebastian Baca. So today we're going to be talking about medical marijuana. Now you may know it by the terms weed, bud, Mary J, whatever you want to call it. We know the drug is supposed to get you high, on cloud nine, all that good stuff. We all know it's supposed to do that. But there's other purposes such as medical reasons why. Especially for cancer patients or patients with any type of illness like it. The reasons I chose this topic was because of my aunt. She was diagnosed with lupus a couple years back, and lupus is a disease that messes with the immune system and gives chronic pains in joints. Well, the main thing lupus does to her is give her chronic pains in her hands. Why her hands? Because she works at a breakfast burrito place where she's making homemade tortillas all day, and it bothers her hands. She's using her hands all day, so she has chronic pains all day until she gets home. When she gets home, she has medical marijuana to help her get through the rest of her day, but it's in an oil. You can use medical marijuana by smoking it, eating it in edibles, or using the oil. But she uses the oil so it can help her get through the rest of her day, so she's not hurting the rest of her day. And that's a big benefit to her. So today, we're going to be talking about how medical marijuana benefits people with medical issues, the struggle of having it, and why it is becoming more legal in other states. So, she has lupus, which messes with her joints in her hands, but she was prescribed by her own doctor. The doctor told her that the only way to get rid of these symptoms is to use medical marijuana. The reason why medical marijuana can help her through these chronic pains is because it has a chemical compound in it, which is called cannabinoids. Cannabinoids take away symptoms of patients that have diseases like her. Now, in my studies of medical marijuana, cancer patients tend to use the substance more than any other patient that have diseases like it. Why cancer patients though? Because after cancer patients go through chemo therapy, they get symptoms of throwing up, getting nauseous. And the only way to get rid of those symptoms is medical marijuana. Medical marijuana, the cannabinoids in the drug, take away those symptoms or reduce them. And so that helps them with their issue, which is a big benefit to all those sick and ill patients because they don't have to go through the struggle of hurting all day. They can take it away by using this drug. So 30 out of 50 states legalized the drug. What does this mean about the other 20? Well, the other 20 schedule the drug or categorize the drug as a Schedule I substance. What is a Schedule I substance? Well, they put it as if it's like heroin, which makes no sense to me because heroin, I don't think would ever be used for a medical reason like weed is being used now, or marijuana. A main issue that these patients have to go through when having this is traveling in car, in air, in other states where they don't allow it, in countries especially, because they're classified as an arriving alien, which is basically, I guess, a trafficker, drug trafficker. Which can make him, it makes their life more hard because, they can't use the drug in those places, especially in other countries, because if you have your green card in another country, that can make it very difficult to get back in the U.S. because you're classified as a trafficker, a drug trafficker. And same thing with on the road to other states. You can't have that drug in other states because it is not legalized yet. They go through another struggle, which is going through dispensaries, because weed is not only one, just a little. It's not just a green, looks like green lettuce. There's different types of weed for different types of symptoms and pains that you go to. So they have to go get the right strain of weed, or else they're going to get, even if they get the wrong strain, they're going to be like, it's not going to help their symptoms. If their symptoms were chronic pains in their hands, and they're freaking lightheaded, that's not helping them at all. That's making their life more difficult. So, 30 out of 50 states have legalized the drug. This color right here, which is Texas, Oklahoma, all these states right here have not legalized the drug yet. But what does that mean? Or why haven't they? And why have they legalized the drug? The first two states to legalize the drug were Colorado and Washington. Why did they legalize the drug? Because it was costing the U.S. billions of dollars. People were black marketing the drug, selling it illegally. It reduced, after they legalized the drug, it reduced criminal organizations because it was now legal and not illegal to carry the substance. The main reason why they legalized this drug was because of opioid epidemic. Opioid by itself is a drug. Before marijuana was used to cure these patients and their pains, opioid was like a painkiller to these patients. And so these patients would be taking these painkillers, and they weren't, it wasn't relieving their pains, it wasn't, taking it away. So they kept using it. So it got to the point where all these people were overdosing and dying off of this drug, which made the U.S. realize, well, oh dang, we got to legalize this drug, because marijuana, you cannot overdose on the drug. So that was costing the U.S. billions because they were killing off all these people by accident. So that was the only way to eliminate those problems, was to legalize marijuana. So in conclusion, do you think marijuana is a good benefit to people who have medical illnesses or chronic pain, such as cancer patients? Do you think the struggles that these patients go through with having the substance, even when they have their green card, is right? Should it be legalized in more states because of the benefit it brings to these medically sick people? So in all, I hope you can see the benefits of medical marijuana and positive effects it has on its patients. For some, it's getting on cloud 9 or getting stupid high, and for others, it's getting them through their day. Thank y'all for hopefully listening to this video. And that's it.